Hello, my name's Julie. I'm a physiotherapist and welcome to today's physio workout class. Today we're going to cover easy core and lower body strength exercises. This class is good for you if you have lower back pain, weak core muscles and overall weak lower body muscles. It's also beneficial for those who are beginners or for those who haven't exercised in quite some time and feel intimidated by exercise. Well, let's get started. Let's warm up with seated twists. I'm going to get you to cross your right hand over your left leg. Place the other hand on the backrest of the chair and then push against your leg to turn around. If you don't have a backrest, you can just place your hand on the chair itself, and that also applies to if you're doing it on a bench or on a bed or on the couch. Just make sure that you're sitting on the edge while you're doing this stretch on any of those platforms. We're going to hold it here for about 20 seconds. I think that's about 20 seconds. Let's do the other side. Cross the left hand over your right leg. Place the right hand behind you. Push against that leg for a bit of leverage and gently twist the body. This is a great stretch for your middle to upper spine. And like before, we're going to hold it for 20 seconds. Focus on your breathing while you're holding the stretch. Gently come back to center. And let's repeat 3 more times on each side, holding it for 20 seconds each time. Okay, gently return. And onto the other side now. Return to the center. We're on to our third rep now. Cross the right hand over your left knee and turn. Focus on nice deep breaths into the diaphragm. Focusing on breathing helps to relax the muscles. If you hold your breath, the opposite happens. Everything tenses up. Back to center, other side. Gently return, and guess what? We're on our last stretch. Cross the right hand over and twist. You want to be gentle with these stretches and try not to force the stretch to happen. If you force it, you can cause yourself more injury. Okay, last one on the left side, cross the right side. I always get my right and left wrong. Push against that right leg and turn. Okay, and return back to center. The next stretch is a piriformis stretch. This is very good for those who have hip pain and lower back pain because when the piriformis muscle is very tight, it restricts your movement, and it can also place pressure on the sciatic nerve, which causes pain down your leg. I want you to cross one leg over the other. Stick your chest out and arch your back, and then lean forward at the hips, right here, and not with your back. This is the wrong way. So lean your chest forward and lean forward. This should give you a stretch along the outer hip and maybe even along the outer thigh. Once again, I want you to hold it for 20 seconds. Okay, swap the legs. Now I'm hearing a few of you saying that it's a little bit hard on my hip or on my knee. And if that's the case, feel free to support your knee like this and you'll still feel a stretch in your hip without hurting your hip or your knee. Likewise, stick your chest forward and lean at the hip. Okay, return that leg down, swap legs again. Arch your back, lean forward. Come back up, keep going, change sides. I'm just going to show you what this stretch looks like side on. So we're going to cross the right leg over. You're going to arch your back and lean forward. Be mindful of your posture too while you're doing it, and don't let those shoulders slouch forward. You want to keep those shoulders gently tucked back and your chin also close to your neck rather than poking out like that. If you do that, I usually joke to my patients and say, you're just creating repeat business for me. So keep the chin in, hold it there for the 20 seconds, and then we'll swap. Okay, come back up. Place the left leg over. Lean forward. Good, come back. Other side. Arch your back, chest forward, lean forward. Okay, last one on each leg. Cross that left leg over, arch your back, lean forward. Focus on those nice, lovely, deep breaths. Okay, swap sides. Last one. Last piriformis stretch. Chest forward, arch back, lean forward. You might find that you're a little bit more flexible by now, so that you can lean forward a little bit more. Okay, great job. So that's our piriformis stretch. All right, last warm-up stretch before we move on to strength exercises is curl downs. You have two options here. You can do it sitting on your chair. You're going to roll your head and your shoulders down, let everything dangle. And then roll back up again. Shoulders and head back. As for your breathing, I want you to take a deep breath in first, like this. And then as you breathe out, you're going to curl down. Breathe in as you roll up. And breathe out. That's the first option. The second option, which is a little bit harder, is a curl down while you're standing. So side on, it looks like this. You're going to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let the head fall, let the shoulders drop. Let everything hang softly. Try not to force your way down. Bend those knees a little bit too, otherwise you're going to feel a bit of a sharp pain behind your legs. And then bend your knees and gently roll up, one vertebra at a time, as if you're stacking each bone on top of one another in the spine. On the way up, roll the shoulders back and head up. Let's do that again, one last time. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, roll down. Take a deep breath in and roll up. Roll the shoulders back and then lift the head up. Moving on to our first core and lower body strength exercise. Before we start, I want you to tighten your lower abdomen in, and then I want you to tighten your pelvic floor as well, as if you're busting to pee but there's no toilets around. So while you tighten the lower abdomen and your pelvic floor, it should feel like you're wearing a tight underwear that's supportive to your pelvis and your spine. So let's do that again. Just relax everything. Tighten the lower abdomen in, and now tighten your pelvic floor. The first option to calf raises is in sitting like me, and I want you to push through those toes and lift up those heels. While you do that, I want you to tighten your calves. Your calves are these muscles here behind your legs. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly lower down. The seated version, you're going to go up, hold it for 3 seconds, and then come down. Now remember, you need to be also tightening your core and your pelvic floor. Now, I'm going to show you the standing version, which is the more difficult version. Now for the standing calf raises. I want you to stand behind your chair so that you've got some support. Tighten the lower abdomen in. So tighten that muscle in, tighten the pelvic floor. Come up onto the tippy toes. Hold it for 1 second and then slowly lower your body down. And let's repeat that. Come up onto your tippy toes, hold it for 1 second, and then slowly come down. It's almost like you want to channel your inner ballerina. Keep your core and your pelvic floor tightened. Come up, lower down. Do not drop down because we want those muscles to work. What I don't want to see is cheating like this, where you're rocking forward on your toes, because then you're not really using those calf muscles. I also don't want to see you thrusting the hip forward and using momentum to come up. So make sure the power is coming directly from the calf muscles. All right, let's do these exercises, whether you're sitting or standing. We're going to do 2 sets of 10. Okay, how are we going? I'm going to count now. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7. If you're doing the seated version and holding it for 3 seconds, do it at your own pace. This is 8, 9, make sure that core and the pelvic floor are working, and 10, well done. We're going to have a little break before we move on to our second set. And during this break, I want you to do a calf stretch. Place one leg behind the other, both toes need to point straight. While you press the back heel down into the ground, let's lean the right knee forward. Hold it there for 20 seconds. This is a calf stretch. And if you're not feeling a stretch, you might want to bring the back leg further backwards. And if you're anyone like me and you're feeling a little bit slack, you can even just relax those shoulders, make it a nice relaxing stretch. Okay, let's change legs. Same thing, other side. Press that heel down as you lean the front knee forward. And let's just relax into that stretch. All right, second set. Tighten your core and your pelvic floor, and off we go. 1, 2, 3, shoulders back now. 4, 5, 6, remember to slow it down, nice controlled movements. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. I don't know about you, but my calves are really feeling it now. Place one leg behind the other for your calf stretch. If your calves are particularly tight, you may want to pause the video and do a couple of extra calf stretches. Calf stretches are really good if you've got calf cramps or if you suffer from plantar fasciitis. So once again, we're just going to hold this here for 20 seconds. Okay, swap sides. Moving on to standing hip extensions. For this exercise, once again, I want you to tighten your lower abdomen in and your core. Starting with your left leg, I want you to tighten your bum muscle and extend your straight leg back like this, while your core and your pelvic floor are engaged. Bring it forward, bring it back, lower, squeeze and lift, and lower. Now notice that technique. If I've squeezed my bum muscle, I can only do a little lift like this. But if I just kick it back and use my back, you can see that movement is not coming from my hip or bum muscles at all. I've got no core control, and if I keep arching my back, I'm going to have some serious problems in my back later on. So let's do 10 of these on each side. Tighten your core and your pelvic floor. Starting with your left leg, gently extend it back and rest it down. Up and down. You may think that you're working the leg that's lifting, but you're not. It's actually the standing leg that's doing the most workout here. So at some stage, if you're doing it correctly, you'll feel the burn in your right hip. 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Changing legs. If you found that a little bit too difficult, you may even want to lean forward a little bit. And that way it's just a little bit easier to lift the back leg up. So you're going to lift your right leg now. Come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, back to the left leg. 10 more on each side. So tighten your lower abdomen, pelvic floor, hold the spine still, lean forward a little bit, and you're going to lift that leg back up and down. Squeeze the bum muscle, lift up, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, if you're feeling it in your back, lean your body forward a little bit like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Moving on to T kicks. This exercise works the standing leg, particularly around the hip muscle, glute muscle, while you're engaging and also working out your core muscle. For this exercise, I'll stand slightly to the side so that you can see what I'm doing with my leg. But we're going to start with our left leg. we're going to bring it out to the side and then return it back in. While you're doing that, try not to lean to the side and try not to kick it to the side like that. Like always, I want you to engage the core and the pelvic floor muscle, keep everything steady, and then extend the left leg to the side, return it, and let's keep going. So remember, 3 muscles are working here and many others, but you want the core muscle engaged, the pelvic floor, extend that leg to the side and return it. We've got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, keep those shoulders back now. 2, 1. Wow, I felt that in my right leg. Let's change sides. Extend the right side out. So you're going to tighten core and then extend that right leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's worth noting that when you're doing this exercise that your actual pelvis doesn't twist as well. So the only thing that should be moving is the leg that extends out. Let's do the left side again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change sides. Last set on the right side. Extend out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful work, guys. Now we're going to move on to lateral lunge. Lateral lunges help build up quad strength and hip strength, and while you engage your core, you're also strengthening the lower back muscles. So tighten the core, step to the side. Wherever your toes point, your knees need to follow that direction. In this case, I want the toes to point forward. You're going to hold it there. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and return. And let's repeat that 9 more times. Lean to the side. Hold 5 seconds. And return. Let's do 8 more. So making a set of 10. Hold it there. And back. 4th one. Back. Make sure that core is tightened. 5th one. Great, keep going. 6th one. And make sure as you're doing it, that knee's not caving in as you're getting tired. That knee has to point where the toes are pointing. Return. 7. By this stage, you should start feeling something in that thigh. 8. 9. and 10. Good. Let's do the left side now. Step to the side, bum goes back, knee is pointed where the toes are pointed. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. Let's continue. 2, 3, 4, so the bum goes back and the knees stay behind the toes. This should not cause you knee pain when it's done right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can choose to do it without the chair as well, which I'm going to do for the second set. Okay, let's tighten the core and the pelvic floor, and we're going to step to the side. 1, 2. Without the chair, this becomes a core, a thigh strength, and a balance exercise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what that means? We've got another 10 on the left side. Step out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's all in the repetitions, guys. 9, 'Make sure that core is switched on still, and 10. Oh, fantastic. We're only going to do quarter squats today, and if done properly, they shouldn't cause your knees any discomfort or pain. When you're doing a squat, you want to imagine that you're sitting on a chair. So I'm going to bring the chair over. Have the legs wider than hip width apart. I want you to imagine that you're sticking out your bottom as if you're about to sit down. The knees stay behind the toes. You keep the back straight even though you're leaning forward at the hip. And then you're going to push through your heels and squeeze your bottom. The wrong way in which most people do the squat is they do this. they keep their bottom tucked in, their back upright, and then they bring their knees forward. Now you can see here I'm going to miss the chair, but also if I've got knee problems, that's going to cause a lot of pain on my knee joints. So when we think about what we're trying to achieve with the exercises that we're doing, squats have the primary function of strengthening your thighs and your bum. So in order to do that, you need to stick your bum back. So lean back, tighten your core and your pelvic floor, of course, and then come forward, and let's keep repeating it. Oh, before I go on with this set, I'll just show you front on what it looks like. You want the legs wide and the hip width apart. You stick the bottom back. The knees are in line with the toes, or in other words, they're not knocking in and they're not bowing out. And then you come back up. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep breathing and keep holding on to your core muscle. Keep tightening that core muscle. I know there's lots to do, but it's important. How many have we done so far? Let's say we've got 3 more. Physios always count less than what you've actually done. So keep that in mind next time you go see your physio. All right, let's do 1 more. And that's 1 set of squats. To have a break from the squat, I want you to trial a quad stretch. Now, while we wait to do the next set of squats, let's do a quad stretch on each leg. To do a quad stretch, you're going to hold on to something sturdy. So I'm going to hold on to my gym here. Hold 1 foot towards your bottom and keep the knees side by side, touching like this. I want you to gently squeeze the bum of the side that you're stretching so that you feel a stronger stretch through the front here, and hold it there for 20 seconds. Now, before you get a little bit concerned that you can't do this stretch, lots of people when they first try out this stretch, they can't do it because it's their first time. So I want you to get that trusty chair of yours or a stool. You might want to do this at your dining table, where you hold onto the table and you put 1 leg on the chair like this. And then just squeeze your bottom forward, and you should still feel a stretch through the front of the thigh. Hold it there for 20 seconds. And if you want a bit of a stronger stretch, you can even try bending the other knee to get a bit lower down. But I'm going to do it without the chair, but just holding onto support. Let's stretch the other leg. The more you do a stretch, the more flexible you'll get over the next few weeks. So if you find that you're tight in any of the exercises that we've done today, it's worth you practicing on your own throughout the week so that you get your movement back. Okay, moving on to our second set of squats. If you want to hold on to support for the squats, you can, like I'm doing right here. You're going to stick your bottom back, tighten your core, come back up. That's 1. 2. If your back hurts while you're doing squats, make sure you're not over arching your back, because if you're doing this, your back will hurt. You want a straight back, but without arching it. I think this is 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Let's do a quad stretch on each side again, 20 seconds each. Okay, and stretch the other side. Hold it for 20 seconds. Like the squat, if you're feeling back pain while doing the stretch, most likely you're overarching your back. So keep the back neutral. Neutral means keeping its normal curvature. It's not too straight and not too arched. Okay, on to our third set of squats. I'm going to do this one front on. Engage your core and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, you did it. I'm going to get you guys to do one final stretch to warm down from our class today. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to get you to do supine twists. You're going to extend one leg, lift one knee up, and bring it across your body and stretch the other arm out. Hold it here for 20 seconds. If you're finding that this stretch is too strong for you today, you might just want to stick with rocking your knees side to side, or maybe hugging your knee to your chest, whatever feels right for you today. Okay, swapping sides now. Lift up the top knee, bring it across. One more on each side. Swap sides again. Last one. Now to get off from the floor, roll onto your side first. This is particularly important if you're currently struggling with back pain. And then use your arms to help yourself up. And that's it for today. If you found this class helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more physio workouts in the future. Until next time, take care of your body and I'll see you in the next class. Bye!